Welcome to the next episode of Life You Have. This is the final video in the Manhood Basic Training course. We're going to be putting this all together now, okay? And then at the end, we're going to do what I call the Manhood Basic Training test. This is to kind of make sure you understand everything that I talked about, and you'll see that it's going to be worth it, all right? But before we get to that, I want to talk to you about an aspect that a lot of people overlook. And that aspect is the power of your subconscious. The subconscious mind, just like the picture shows, it's like a guy sitting in there just writing everything down that you do all day long. Because see, what you do is what you really want. So if you're sitting there playing video games all day and you're being lazy and you ain't doing nothing, he just wants to be lazy and do nothing. That's your goal in life. So your subconscious helps you get there. When you go to sleep, it tells your brain, your mental, that primal inside you, tells your self-confidence, tells your attitude. He doesn't care about nothing. He just wants to play video games. So there's no real vision of life. There's no real wanting something more because that's all you want, because that's what you do. So your subconscious is constantly watching you and telling your mental and primal, this is what he wants. This is really what he wants. This is how you do it. You ever heard the thing, show me your friends, I'll show you your future? Well, it's the same similar thing. If you're not doing the things you're supposed to do to get ahead, your subconscious says he doesn't want to get ahead. All right. So it watches everything you do all day. It affects your mental and primal aspect. It either strengthens or weakens your self-confidence. Your subconscious has that power. All right. What you spend your time, money, and energy on is what your subconscious wants to help you to achieve. That's what your subconscious is doing. It's trying to help you achieve whatever you want. So let's say you want to be a football player, but you sleep late, you never exercise, you don't study the game of football, you don't study your position you want to play, you don't put any effort in it, you just go out there and play because you're naturally talented. So you're good enough to play, but you're not going to get to that point in your life where you can be the NFL star that you could be because you're not putting in the effort. And your subconscious is sitting there all day writing all that down. And then at night it's saying he doesn't really want to be a football player, even though he says he does. There's no reason to stress yourself about trying to get him to become a football player because he really doesn't want to. So your mental and primal starts to shut down. All right. But if you're trying to be a football player and you're exercising, let's say you don't have any real natural talent, but you're working hard, you're studying, you're putting 100% effort in, you're trying, your subconscious then tells your mental, your primal, and everybody, hey, he really wants to be a football player. Let's help him become a football player because that's what he's trying to do. And it's that simple. All right. Your subconscious watches everything you do, and then it affects you. You have to be aware of that. All right. So I like this little guy peeking over the thing. But anyway, your subconscious is watching you. And it affects your mental, your primal, your self-confidence, your attitude. It affects the spark and it affects the flame. So you have to put in the effort. You have to put in the time, the energy, the money, whatever you got to do to achieve the goal you want. All right. That flame of your life is showing you the vision of your life, and you have to go after it. And your subconscious is going to help you, or the subconscious is going to know the truth and know that you really don't want it. And it's going to either affect you positively or negatively. But here's the thing, it's your choice. You choose what you do during the day. You choose everything. So the more you do, the more hard work you put in, the more goals you set, everything, your subconscious will help you. Your subconscious will help you achieve those goals. All right? So I just want to make sure you understand the power of the subconscious. Now we're going to get to the test phase. All right? The moment of truth. Have you listened to my videos? Have you paid attention? Do you agree or not agree? We're going to find out real quick, all right? So anyway, using what you learned. It's called the push-up test. Now, push-up, it, of course, helps affect your health, your fitness. Fitness is one of the pillars of manhood, and we'll get into that when we get to the advanced training course. But my question is how many push-ups can you do tomorrow? I ain't say how many push-ups can you do on any day of the week. I'm talking about tomorrow. See, I don't want to give you say, well, you got more time on Saturday, you have this on. and you try to figure out when you do the most. I'm saying take your schedule for tomorrow. Think about it. All right. Create a schedule, create a plan. All right. Hold yourself accountable for that plan. Don't let fear hold you. Don't say, oh, I don't know. Don't let fear stop you. You do the most you can and then you work hard at it. Okay. Then, whatever number you think you can do, I want you to add 10% to it. Because see, that extra 10%, that's what helps engage that primal desire inside you. Just do more than your mind thinks you can. And that primal will go, oh, yeah, we got this. And it'll help push you even further. So let's just say um, tomorrow you got a busy day. You work 12 hours at work. You have a 30-minute commute to and from. So that right there, that's 13 hours plus uh, lunch and dinner. So that's 15 hours out of your, let's say you sleep 8 hours. So you have like an hour of spare time in your whole entire day tomorrow. All right. So how many push-ups can you do in that hour? Well, of course, it's spread out throughout the day, right? So maybe you get up an hour early, 30 minutes early, knock out 50 push-ups. And then during your lunchtime, you knock out another 10. Then before you eat dinner at night, you knock out another 10. Before you go to bed, you knock out another 20. How many is that? 90 to 100 push-ups in a day? In a very busy day you could have. And then once you write that plan out, write it down. This is what you're going to do. This is the schedule, and you're going to do it. All right. So I said 100. All right. So I'm going to do 110. So where am I going to put those other 10? Da-da-da-da. Make it a plan and get to it. All right. So what success looks like, because see, it doesn't matter the quantity of push-ups you do. All that matters is that you set a goal, you make a plan, and you execute that plan, and you achieve what you're trying to do. Like I said, even if you don't achieve it, you're going to learn stuff as long as you give it 100%. All right. So, success. Did you create and keep a schedule and a plan? Did you hold yourself accountable for that plan? If you were supposed to get up an hour early and you were supposed to do 50 push ups before you go to work, did you get up an hour early? Did you do those 50 push ups? Even if you achieve your goal of doing 100 push ups in that day, if you didn't stick to your schedule, you still failed. All right. What did you learn from doing this exercise? That maybe you're not as in good shape as you thought, or maybe you didn't plan as good as you think you should have planned, or maybe you could have done more than what you thought you could have. You're going to learn something. Did you work hard to achieve the goal? Did you give it your absolute 100% to make it happen? All right. All of those things is what looks like success. Okay. What failure looks like is not keeping to the schedule, not keeping to the plan, making excuses for yourself for not keeping that plan, right? Oh, I was going to get up an hour early, but something happened and I didn't get enough sleep. Maybe my mom called me and we talked about stuff for too long and I didn't sleep till 30 minutes later than I wanted to. So I ended up not getting up. And you start making all these excuses to justify not keeping the plan. That's failure. You failed. You didn't keep your plan. That makes that mental aspect go because you didn't keep the plan. All right. You allowed outside circumstances to affect your schedule and your plan. All right. Yeah, your mom might have called. You still need to get up. You still need to keep the plan that you did. All right. No excuses. All right. Let's just say you made the number so low that you knew you could do it. Maybe you just said, oh, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. Okay, 11 with the 10%. Knowing you can knock out 11 push-ups in less than 20 seconds and you can do it easy. But hey, you achieved your goal, right? Yeah, no, that's still a failure because you're not pushing yourself. You're not making it difficult. Like I said, when you do something, you got to make it difficult, but not so difficult you know you're going to fail. You have to hit that butter zone, okay? Because this is what the deal is. If you're setting your goals so low, it's because you're afraid to fail. You're allowing fear to control you. Failure's okay. You got to learn from it. But failing because you didn't try, it's not really good, okay? You did it and you didn't learn anything. That usually means you didn't push yourself hard enough. You didn't push yourself to the point where you have to figure out how you could be better. All right. You didn't work hard. You know, you said you were going to do 100 push-ups. You started, you only did 20, and then the rest of the day you didn't, and you failed, and because you didn't want to work at it. That's failure. All of this stuff plays into effect. And if you're a man and you're going to take this challenge, that's what you got to understand. You got to say, okay, I have this time, this time, this time throughout the day. I can do 50 in the morning. I can do 20 at lunch, 10 on a break, 10 when I finish work, and another 10, another 20 before I go to bed. All right. And you set those times. All right. So 6:30, I'm going to do 50. 11:30, I'm going to do those. 1:30, 5, 9. Then you have to hit it. Okay. Setting the plan's the first thing. Sticking to the plan is the second thing. Holding yourself accountable if you don't keep to that plan. Let's just say the alarm didn't go off. Like I said, it's just an excuse, but let's say the alarm didn't go off. Okay. How are you going to hold yourself accountable for that? Well, the alarm didn't go off, so I didn't do my 50 in the morning. So now I've got to readjust my plan. I got to do, okay, I'm still going to do my goal. Sucks I didn't make my plan, but I'm still going to make it happen. Okay? That's that primal aspect in you. Holding yourself accountable, holding yourself responsible, making sure it happens. All right? All this stuff works in together. All right? Failure is always good if you learn it. Failure is never good if you didn't learn nothing. So I strongly suggest try the test. Try it. See if you make it. Because here's the thing. Most of you won't do it. To be honest with you, because you're afraid that you're not a man. You're not going to do it because you're afraid that yeah, maybe you're not doing the things you're supposed to. By doing this test, it'll bring all of that to light. Now that you're aware of it, oh yeah, I could try the test and see what happens. See if you're able to make it happen. Because if you're able, this is a small test. If you're able to do that and you're able to make it work the way it's supposed to work, you're going to see a difference in your life. I guarantee you. Because the next goal you set, you're going to say, okay, I was able to do that. So now I want to do this. And this is how I'm going to do it. I stuck to the plan here. I did what I was supposed to do. All of it worked out. I'm going to do it now. But if you just give up, you're never going to make it. So that is the end of the Manhood Basic Training course. Mental primal aspects, right? Your self-confidence mixed with your attitude and gratitude. You have to have gratitude to keep your attitude pure. It's a very important. Then the spark of manhood, understanding you have a future, understanding that future starts from now. That's that spark. The flame of manhood, which gives you vision for your life, shows you what you could have, shows you what you should be doing, gives you a purpose in your life. Because when you have vision, you have purpose. Without it, what do you have? Man without a vision shall perish. It's that simple. So it's very important. Capture that energy of that flame. Help it to elevate your life. It's a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, it's a game changer. Till next time, I'm Jay Thomas. See you.